I hate that. It happens to me a lot, at least once or twice per project, and you can't fudge it. Hi, I'm Sharon, and this is Sampler Style Flosstube number 27. Hi everybody, and welcome to episode 27. I have a lot to talk about, and it's hot up here, so let's get started right away. So I looked at my calendar, and I think I recorded like 2 weeks ago, so I'm very proud of myself. My goal is to upload one episode a month, and if it's more, that's even better. My husband continues to do great. He had a stroke in October of 2024, and he continues to improve every day. If you would like to know his story, you can go to my other channel, which is Knit Style, and it's episode 345, Comfort Knitting, where I tell a little more about that. This show, I pretty much keep exclusively stitching. I try not to talk too much about other things, but on my other channel I share a bit more. Okay, so today I'm going to show you the one and only thing that I've been working on for the past 2 weeks. I've made a lot of progress. And the other thing I want to show you is all my kits, and talk a little bit further about no-buy. So I did an episode 2 episodes ago about why I'm not stashing cross-stitch anymore, and I've kept to that. I haven't bought a thing in 2025. So this is a no-buy 2025. You know, I'm trying to stick to it. I'm trying not to buy other things I don't need, you know what I mean, as well. So I've been keeping a journal of that, which is kind of cool. So anyway, let's jump right into more fun things to talk about, because a no-buy is never fun if you like to shop like me. Okay, the first thing I'd like to show you is what I've been working on exclusively for the last 2 weeks. I have been working on a peacock, a unicorn, and a badger, and I'm obsessed with it right now. It's all I want to stitch on, and that's all I am stitching on. So I'm finding that lately I'm really only interested in working on one crafting project at a time. I tend to start very large projects, both in knitting and cross stitch. And once I start working on them, I don't want to switch. So some people do like a morning stitch, and they, you know, they'll stitch on, they have schedules of what, no. I really can't stop working on what I want to work on. So I guess for me it's like I'll work on something for a couple months and then put it down and then work on something else maybe. So right now I'm really into this one, and I don't see myself pausing it anytime soon. So let's take a look. So here's my progress so far. It's beautiful. So last time, I will actually put in some footage of where I was last time. I stopped right above the unicorn, right here where my finger is. And I stitched pretty much that entire, maybe I did the flower. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had done that flower on the left. But I put in all the little details next to the unicorn, and then I did the unicorn, which was super fun to do. Although I do not like outlining, and that's a big part of this project. But I'm trying to get over that. I always make a mistake. I'm not great at it. I'm really not. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the counting or if it's just I don't see that there's 4 stitches and there should be 5. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I did all this without too much mishap. I did, you see that flower under the unicorn? This one right here. Yeah, I stitched that flower twice. Because when I was doing this line right here, which is a demarcation of another color, I wanted to get this in because I wanted to just be able to fill in without, you know, going over. So I was doing this line and I realized I was off by half a stitch. I hate that. It happens to me a lot, at least once or twice per project, and you can't fudge it. You just can't. I mean, I suppose you could, but I'm just not about to. So I ripped that flower out, stitched it again. It wasn't that big of a deal, really. It's a small flower. But oh God, I hate it when I'm off a half a stitch. It makes me crazy. So I love it. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm stitching this with the called for. Everything the called for. This is a piece of Platinum's Weigart 40 count. And the threads are Auvera Soie Dante, which is not my favorite silk to stitch with because it kind of shreds toward the end of your stitching, so you just have to be careful with it. It's fine, and it's got great coverage, but it's not my favorite. So I keep everything in these floss away bags on these rings, and I have the numbers written down and I have the symbols written so I can find them fairly easily. There are so many colors, you guys. It's a lot. It's a lot of It's not as easy as if you have it all on a ring and you can just pull your thread out. So it's fine. So what I tend to do is I have them wound into little bobbins. And what I do is when I'm ready for a color, I cut off a length of 18 inches from the bobbin, and then I just pull from that until it's done, and then I cut another length. That's how I deal with it. It works. It's fine. It works out pretty well. So yeah, I was going to work on another project, which I'll show you shortly, right around the 24th and 25th. Didn't happen because that was right around the time when I was able to stitch the background, the green, which is my favorite part of this entire piece. I love stitching the background. I love it so much more than the outlining. I can't stand that, but it's just mesmerizing to me. I don't have to look at a chart. I just go. I stitch two-handed. This is in a hoop, and I just poke with one, pull with the other, and it's just awesome. And I just do that for hours, and I love it. I put on a video. I sit at my desk, and I put on a YouTube video, and I can still watch and listen to it because I have bifocals, so I can see the stitching and then look up and see my video, and it's awesome. It's so relaxing, and I love it so much. So I am going to show you a few projects that I would like to get to this year. So this project I'm going to show you was the one I was going to stitch the 24th and the 25th of each month. It didn't happen in January. Well, I think I was still working on it in January, so it didn't happen in February, March, or April. But this is Dasher and Dancer. And I'm stitching on a piece of Picture This Plus Legacy with NPI silk, which is my favorite silk. It has more integrity than Soie d'Orge, and it's so smooth and slick, and it's lovely. It's one of the reds. I'll put the color right here. And the color of the Picture This Plus 40 count is Legacy. And I love it. It's so pretty. And with one color, it just goes. It's so fun. So what's going to happen is, next month, if I'm still working on Peacock, I'm going to still be at a spot where I have to outline and fill in. Not my favorite part of that project. And if I switch over to this, I'm not going to want to stop. That's what happens. It's so bizarre. Okay. So some other things I'd like to get some stitching in this year. I showed them all last time, but you might be new to this channel, so check out these. So this is Ann Copp. I tend to stitch on her right around summertime. I think this is the second summer I will be working on her. I started her in 2023, and I did that whole border. I remember sitting at my pool and just sitting there and getting that border done. I don't like stitching borders. I don't like stitching these flowers, even though they're really pretty. Ugh. It's not my favorite. But the colors are so beautiful, and I love it. So this is stitched on a piece of 40 count Schooner by LFA Linens, and she's dyeing again, and you can get her fabrics from Treehouse Fiber Arts. I'll link it down below. And it's all the called for colors, and I have them right here. This is a pattern by Brenda Gervais. And it's a nice break from silk for me. It's cottons, which I love to stitch with. Colors are beautiful. The variegated colors are just gorgeous. It's a variety. Some of it's DMC, some of it's Weeks, and some of it is Classic Colorworks. It's all the called for. And it is very fun. Next thing I'd like to work on is another single color piece, and this is one of the Verlander samplers by Modern Folk Embroidery, and I am stitching this on NPI, which again, my favorite. It's a brown black, and these medallions are very fun. And it is on a piece of 40 count, I don't know. R&R? Yeah, I think it's R&R. I think it's Winter Brew. I remembered. Last time I didn't remember. I think it's Winter Brew. Which is like a really warm gold, deep gold, and I love it. It's gorgeous. And the last one I'd like to get some stitches on this year when the mood strikes me is my Modern Folk Embroidery. I think it's called No Time Like the Present. It was the 2024 stitch along, and it's gorgeous with 2 separate colors of NPI, a navy and a red, and it's very fun. Lots and lots of block stitching, which is, as you know, is my favorite. So those are the projects that I'd like to work on, and also I showed this last time. I will finish this, I vow, and I'm being drawn to it. So I'm thinking in the next, when I finish all of the fill-in on Peacock, I may pick this up and just finish it. This is Gott, and I have to finish this flower, which I had ripped out because it's not even with the other flower, which is ridiculous. I've had this for like 5 years, but it's okay. It's very fun. And it will be finished, and I will send it to my framer to be framed. Look at it a little more. I like to show my pieces a lot. If you haven't seen last week's episode, please go check it out. Or 2 weeks ago, I did an episode. Episode 26. I had sent out Mary Morgan's to be finished, and I got her back, and she is stunning. And go, if you would like to see Mary Morgan's framed and finished, it's absolutely beautiful. I love it to pieces. I don't get glass on my frames either, so you can really see the stitches. So yeah, check out that video if you want to see that all done. I did that with Mary Morgan's too. I started it on my birthday in 2023, and I finished her in the summer. I didn't work on anything else. So that's how I roll, and that's okay. Okay, right down here next to me on my right hand side, I have a giant, well, it's not a giant box. It's a 12 by 12 box full of all my kits. And these are projects that I kitted up and I haven't started yet. So I have a relatively small stash in comparison to a lot of people. I really didn't start stitching until 2020. And so I stashed a lot. You know, when you first start a new hobby, craft, you know, you want everything. So, and then I decided what I like to stitch and what I don't like to stitch. So I have this bin full of kits. I have another bin full of WIPs, some of which I'm going to abandon. So if you want to see those, let me know. I may even give one away. We'll see. We'll see what I have. I have given away some things that I abandoned on here before, so let's just see. I don't like to keep a lot because then I forget what I have, and I don't like that. Okay, so let's take a look what's in this bin, because honestly, you know, out of sight, out of mind. I'm just one of those people that I don't keep things in sight. So some of these have fabric, some of them don't. The first one is Anne Grimshaw 1818. I do have fabric for it because I have a nice collection of 40 count. And I would love to start this. So when I finish my Modern Folk Embroidery Verlander, I'm going to start this. And this will be my black sampler. I have seen this finished. Carol Saltbox Stitcher. That's why I bought this, because hers was so beautiful. I fell madly in love with hers, and so I would like to start this. But not till I finish the other black sampler I have. It's so pretty. Some of this stuff, I don't even... Okay, let me put my glasses on. Oh, this one. This is Live on Little by Plum Street. It's really cool. I have not kitted it up. I did start... Did I start? I started putting the floss on a ring. I didn't do them all. I'm almost... Anyway. So, all the called for, plus the fabric is called for too. It's Fox and Rabbit 36 count hog bristle, which is beautiful. I might switch it to 40 count. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how I like it on the 36. Because I just love 40 count so much. But, so, let's face it, I like this because of that giant house. And that, all that water that I get to stitch. Love it. I will change the saying, because it's not my thing. I will probably put a place name there. I will probably put maybe where I grew up in the summers. We used to spend our summers in upstate New York. I may put a place name there. Sackett's Harbor. It reminds me of Sackett's Harbor. I don't know if you it's actually a little tiny town near Watertown, New York, which is way upstate, and pretty much no one knows what that is. That's okay. But it's a cute, beautiful little town. Okay, this is a collection of little projects. I bought this when I first started getting interested in stitching. I love it. Cinnamon Stars. It's so cute. By Plum Street. And I have all the flosses for it. I haven't really put them on rings yet because I won't start this. Not for a very long time. And my daughter had given me these as gifts. I probably won't stitch these. I may give these away someday. Thread Needle Street, which is super cute, but it's not really... I don't like words on samplers, so... And my daughter didn't know that when she gave it to me. It's fine. And then I have this one. This one is cute. This one, maybe. Sweater Weather. Now that is more up my alley. Because I'm a knitter, and look at those dachshunds. They're darling. And I have all the floss for it. Next one is The Winter is Past by Blackbird. And this is really super pretty. I do not, it doesn't say here what the fabric is, but I love the colors. And I'm pretty sure I have this fabric. It's one of the Picture List Plus, like, dark ones. It's a dark, cool fabric. And it's very pretty. This is Sarah Jackson. I was drawn to it because of these colors. And I had the attic kitted up for me in silk. Because I'm crazy. This is a piece of Fox and Rabbit. It looks like 36 count. I forget the name of it. Everybody was stitching on it, but it's... I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of this one. But, wait a minute. It's eucalyptus. I had the thing in there. Okay, and these are all the colors. I already put them in bags. This is ready to go. And it's not huge. So this might be a fun one. You know, when everybody does their blessing sampler in January, maybe I'll do that. I'm going to keep that one in mind for January. I don't have the chart with me because it's a PDF chart, but I'll put it up here. It was Modern Folk Embroidery. I think it was the 2019 or 2020 stitch along. And I have the MPI and this fabric. I don't know. I think I would do it in a white fabric. This is a little bit too beige for me. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it down below, but it's got a lot of houses and it's all one color, and I love this like Delft blue, so pretty. But I need a white, which shouldn't be too hard to find, right? 40 count. I think I only need a fat quarter. This one is Autumn Pin Drum by Kathy Barrick. And I got this kit from Treehouse Fiber Arts, and there's everything there to make it. I do not finish. I would send this out. I love these colors. So this would be a really fun fall stitch. I already have it ready to go. And yeah, it looks, I love the willow trees and the cat, and I thought it was a cat. It's an owl. It's beautiful. So, oh yeah, look at those willow trees on the back. That's really pretty. So that's another fall one. But again, I don't know when. So I'm busy with my other things. This is a full kit that I got. I think it was I'm not on Facebook, but I saw this on a Flosstube, and I went to the store and online shop and bought it. This is Mary Aldred. Really beautiful. I love that swan. And it's stitched on Vintage Country Mocha. It looks like a 36 count. I don't know if I'd switch it out or not. Probably would. Maybe not. I don't know. Look at those colors. Oh, so pretty. I don't know if I've seen this one stitched, but if you have, let me know who did it, and so I can check it out. I want to see it on a Flosstube if somebody did it, but look at that. It's very pretty. I like Vintage Country Mocha, but I probably would prefer a 40, of course. And I have a lot of fabric. I love this one, Raven Bewitched. I have some of the flosses, not all. I would probably do this on a gray. Maybe Weeks gray would be pretty on that. I think I have some 40 count. I'd have to see if it fits. And this looks fun. All those stars. It's really pretty. They're like Norwegian Selbu stars, but not really. They're more Quakery. I don't know. I don't know the history, but this one. I love this. This is Manor at Quaker Hill by Brenda Gervais. I absolutely love it. You can tell the older ones that I kitted up, they're all on 36. Look at that. this is so beautiful. Although, oof, those flowers, they would drive me insane. But they're beautiful. It's a little bit like Mary Ann Copp. She has a style, Brenda. You know what I mean? Like this squiggly, and then those flowers. It's very similar. I must be drawn to it. And I have it ready to go. I have everything on the... And this is the called for linen, I think. Yep, this is Picture This Plus Legacy. 36 count though. Ann Gott is on 36 count and she looks amazing. So I shouldn't discount stitching on 36 because it's not that different and it looks beautiful. This is a little marking sampler that I was very drawn to. Hannah Carter, 1838 by Shakespeare's Peddler. And I have the perfect fabric for it, 36 count, which is fine. And then this is Picture This Plus Ancient. This is a cool fabric. And I thought this like gray matches really nicely. And that's really neat. All one color, which is fun. The only thing is I get board stitching lettering. So, and that's all lettering. But it's really neat. So. Okay, this is a contender to start very soon. Maybe in the fall. No, maybe not, because I'm working on those other. I really would love to start this. This is the Mary Argent sampler. And Needlework Press. And Country Sampler had this. They probably still have it. And I got the full kit. Well, I got the kit. Yeah, this is Weeks Straw. Ooh, so look at that. That's beautiful. That deep gold. Oh, and those browns. Those are my colors. I love this. Okay. Here is some small ones. So this is a biscornu. I have no business stitching this because I have no intention of ever finishing one of these. I'd have to send it out. But it's beautiful. And I love Theresa Kogut. Her stuff is very dense though. I mean, this would take you a while. This would probably take me a year just to stitch that. But it's nice, and I have everything in case I ever want to do it. I belonged to a club at one point, and I haven't stitched any of them because they're relatively small. These are some strawberries, blackberries by Erica Michaels. Yeah, see, I joined some clubs and bought a lot of things that I saw back when I first started. Blueberries. I'm not a big small stitcher though. What am I going to do with it? The other thing is I don't tend to have little knick-knacky things around my house. So, I don't know. Raspberries. Very pretty. They'd be fun for like travel. I'm going to hopefully be doing some travel in late 2025, 2026. We're going on some cruises next year. We'll be in Disney World in December, and I do Disney World just like we hang out. We do a couple of things. We just like to hang out there, and I like to bring some travel stitching with me, so that'd be fun. This one, it's another one. I'm dying to start this. I waited for the fabric for a very long time. So this is the 7 Sheep Sampler by the Scarlet House. And I know that this border is super fussy and it's going to drive me insane. Plus I hate the words, so I would have to do something in there. Although maybe, I don't know, maybe I would do the words. I don't know. Just to get it done. I don't know. But it's beautiful. I have it all kitted with silk. It was like one of the first ones I ever got. And it's stitched on one of my favorites, Lakeside Linen. This is 40 count. Autumn Gold. Oh, it's so beautiful. And they're kind of all in here. These are all the flosses. A mix of Gloriana and Dinky dyes. This is beautiful. This is going to be very beautiful. But I definitely need time. This is another beautiful one. I think it will drive me insane to stitch it, but I love it. This is Gilage 1898. I have a full kit. And it comes with everything you need. Soie d'Alger, which is not my favorite, but it's beautiful. Look at these colors. They're gorgeous. And I love the fabric. It's 36, but that's okay. It'll just be big. And I think I'm all about trying to match the photograph, which I love it. Look at that fabric. It's Picture This plus, I don't know. I don't think there's a tag. Sorry, I don't know the color. That's really pretty. That this is one that I would just have to take a year and just go for it. Like I have so many years left. Who knows? And this one, I do not have the flosses for, but it would not be hard to find. This is the Scarlet House Entwined Hearts, and I just love, again, the colors. And I have this fabric. This fabric is 36 count dried prom rose. And I think it's from Kitten Stitcher. I'm not entirely sure. But I just loved how this again, I like to match the colors. And that is my kits. And so now you see why I have a no-buy, because I want to start some of these that I still love and have just waiting in my stash. And some people will just start. I don't tend to roll that way because it just kind of freaks me out. So I'm just going to let them sit here. And it was nice today to go through all these because I knew they were all what they were and what was in here, but it was just nice to refresh my memory. I think top of mind is Mary Argent or 7 Sheep. So yeah, it's just a lot of it is just I'm so drawn to the color. So the only other thing I wanted to show you today were some patterns that I was gifted by Tracy. Thank you so much, Tracy. And these are older patterns. I think they were maybe written in the, hold on, let me look. I haven't really opened them up because I want to kind of keep them intact. These were designed by Jan Stevens Rogers, and I think she said they were from the 70s, but they're very, very cool. They're not reproductions, but I think that they are designed to look like reproductions. And then there's this one. Aren't they pretty? It would be fun to, I love the checkerboard on this one. Really beautiful. It'd be fun to pick out the colors. This has a lot of solid stitch. I like this one. It has a lot of solid stitching. I'd love to see that stitched up, maybe by me. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. And now you see why, again, I'm slowing my roll on my purchases with cross stitch. And if you love to stash everything, I admire you. That's amazing. I would forget what I have. But it's so fun to see everything. So keep showing me everything you guys buy because I love seeing all of it. I don't necessarily want to purchase all of it, but it's fun to see. So maybe I've shown you some things here that you haven't ever seen. Maybe those last 2 samplers patterns that were from like 40 years ago. All right. With that, I am going to say good night, and I hope you have a good few weeks, and hopefully I'll be back next month. Let me know if you want me to show some projects that I have abandoned. Stitch something beautiful, and cheers!